Today is September 12th, and I just thought I would make a video of the front yard gardens. This is the shrimp plant that I gave Daddy, and we left it in the greenhouse, and now I've planted it out here and it's just done beautifully. Here is the coral plant back there that's got a lot of growth on it. Lots of zinnias that I got with Aunt Barbara. I don't really know how to say it. Asta something. That is not doing too hot. That is a sedum down there. The Indian feathers blooming, but just doesn't look that hot. I like this coleus, it's pretty. The pineapple sage is going to burst into flame soon. I've had monarchs on the milkweed. This is a piece of porterweed that I rooted and put there. There's some sedum from Aunt Rachel's house in Covington. This is 4 o'clock, but it's just not open. That's a pretty ruellia, I can't get it out. Ruellia when it's blooming, but it's just not blooming now. Pretty Mickey Mouse taro. In the back there is a little piece of butterfly something, blue butterfly, and then a little piece of agastaki. Alright, moving on over here. We have some African blue basil that I rooted. Lantana, this Jacobinia that's been lots of fun this year, just done very well. I got it in Bassville with Tom Fortenberry, who passed away yesterday. Tom and Sandy, we went to Bassville and I got that. There's a pretty daylily. I don't even know what that purple thing is, but it's been prolific all summer long. I got that in Bassville too. From the picture window the other day, I got to see the monarch lay eggs on this milkweed. There's Ball in the window that it might not be showing, but he's in the window. Then this was a piece of yarrow from Susan, and there are some Gerber daisies back there, and this is where I had the fennel, but the heat finally killed it, but it was really pretty. A couple of coneflowers from Barrett's, the knockout rose. Then I've had a lot of sunflowers. Here's another one that's coming up. This is gorgeous. This is the Tibucina princess flower. This parsley has been good. It's raised a lot of black swallowtails this year. I got these marigolds on sale in Hattiesburg at Lowe's. A lot of mint blooming, smells good. This pentas I got for $1 at Walmart. Back there is that Duranta repens. I just put it there about a month ago. It's living, but it hadn't bloomed. It probably won't this season. I hope it comes back next year. This is the big leaf Tibucina that's just been gorgeous. Love it. This purple porterweed, which is not blooming at the moment, I think it just blooms in the morning, and then by afternoon the blooms fade away. It's just been a bee magnet. Butterflies too. There's an agastaki. Love that. More African blue basil. There's Veronica. This was Daddy's stargazer lily. Let's see, moving on over here. There's some coneflowers under there that are just about completely covered up by this gigantic porterweed. And then right through there is an obedient plant that hasn't bloomed, but it's budded up. This thing just took over, so it's covered so many things up. There's the Mexican heather. I have like so many plants that begin with the word Mexican. There's a red pentas that came back from last year that was on the hill, but I moved it over here. Here's a pretty clematis that's called Josephine that's about to bloom again. Lantana back there, and there's a lemon in a pot, a lemon tree. I had some crocosmia right back there, and then these were some trees that bushes that I cut down that are coming back, and they're doing just like I want them to do. Alright, over here we have another one of those. We have a coreopsis that I planted from seed. And we have a pretty lantana. This is about to bloom. It looks like a giant weed, but it's a tithonia, Mexican sunflower. And then down there I just planted some kale. See what happens there. Look at the bees on this Mexican heather. It's just filled with bees. And down here is a pretty little, I think that's a lemon queen sunflower. Maybe it'll make it before the cold gets it. I'm really so excited about this. This is lion's tail. I can see that it's getting ready to bloom. When I first got it, it was small and it had maybe 1 or 2 blooms on it, but this is going to be magnificent. It's going to be these orange pom-poms. And there's some yellow butterflies there, some sulfurs. Alright, more knockout roses. There's a coral porterweed there. Down here we've got another agastache and some pentas. A gorgeous coneflower that I actually brought from butterfly garden number 1. It wasn't getting any sun. It never did this well, but now it's doing fine. And here we have the Mexican sagebush, also known as Salvia leucantha. So here's just a purple one. Here's purple and white. Back there's a white one that's getting ready to bloom. Down here we have a daylily called Betty Warren Woods. Right back here there is a kind of milkweed that makes these balloon shaped somethings, but I don't know. It's kind of gotten covered up by all of this pretty Mexican sagebush. Alright, down here is a pretty sedum that's just not getting enough sun. I don't think it's doing that well. I planted some kale right there. Here's another daylily, and all this gorgeous black and blue salvia. Dianthus, another Veronica that I paid nothing for. I got it on sale, probably at 50 cents or something crazy like that. Same with these marigolds. Got those for little or nothing. I've really enjoyed having these sunflowers this year. These are kind of definitely on the way out. I got this Mexican sagebush with Tom and Sandy at in Bassville. There's our Gerber daisy back there. Okay, there's also this rue that's been feeding my giant swallowtails. There's a white anise hyssop too that's growing. That's pretty much it for the front beds.